Megan Olivi here with UFC President Dana White. The UFC Rio press conference has just ended. And Dana, that was quite a spectacle. We had that for the press conference, and then we had a huge crowd at open workouts on Copacabana Beach. Could you have pictured it any better?
Yeah, it could have not been raining.
That is true, but it didn't stop hundreds of fans from waiting out there for hours.
Originally, what we were supposed to do, the octagon was supposed to be built out there. We were going to put the octagon out there, but it started raining, so we couldn't do it. And yeah, I think we would have got a bigger turnout too. But you know, it's one of those things you can't battle. That's why we don't do outdoor arenas too often. And you know, same thing happened to us in Milwaukee. We had an outdoor weigh-in, but the rain stopped just in time for us to do the weigh-in. But no, things couldn't be better down here. The fans, this country, not just the fans of MMA, this country is fired up for Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, it's been unreal. I know the response you've gotten already, and you've only been here for a few short hours, and all the fighters are like celebrities. This is your first time in Rio, but we heard that you might be coming 4 times a year. Is that true?
Well, I don't know about 4 times a year. We'll see what happens. You know, we're going to do a lot of events down here. It's a great market for us, and it's a big country. We're going to take it all over.
You said Anderson Silva is the #1 fighter in the world to you. And when we spoke to Ed Soares a few months ago, he said he may only have 5 or 6 fights left. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it would make sense. He's going on 37 years old right now, and 5 fights would take him almost 2 years. So, yeah, and why not? I mean, the thing is with Anderson Silva is look what he's accomplished in 2 years. I mean, think of the guys he will have fought. And if he still wins, the guy could retire undefeated in the UFC. Plus, trust me when I tell you, Anderson Silva has made a lot of money already. And give him 2 more years, he's a rich dude.
Yeah, Anderson's actually got some big sponsors down here in Brazil. He has Burger King and Nike. Do you think that's a trend that's going to move over to the United States in a few years?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, and especially with the Fox deal. You know, now that we've just done this Fox deal, this thing's going to a whole nother level.
Let's talk about Yushin Okami. You know, Yushin has been training with Chael Sonnen. Do you think that will help him bring a fight like Chael brought to Anderson in the octagon?
Yeah, I'm sure he did pick up some things from Chael Sonnen. And if I was going to fight Anderson Silva, yeah, I'd work on my wrestling, bring in some good wrestlers, and try to get him to the ground and do what I could do from there. But the problem with Anderson Silva is that's always the game plan, and he ends up submitting guys.
Yeah, and let's talk about something very quickly with Chael Sonnen. There was a report that he was supposed to corner Okami, and then a sponsor told Okami they would not pay him if they had Chael in his corner. Is that something you can comment on?
I don't know if it's true or not. The whole Chael Sonnen is like a crazy, who knows what's really going on and everything else. This guy might be the best PR master of all time for all I know. Crazy comes out of his mouth every day, you know. So apparently he was here training him in Brazil while he was talking all kinds of shit about Brazil and Brazilians. I don't know. I don't know what I believe and don't believe. It's all pretty crazy.
All right, I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Now, the co-main event, we have Forrest Griffin fighting, and Forrest has said a few controversial things lately, saying that he hasn't enjoyed fighting since 2008. Do you think that's just Forrest being Forrest, or do you think that's true? You know, he really does not have a passion for this anymore.
Who knows? You know, only Forrest can answer that question. You know, if that's the truth, then Forrest needs to seriously take a look at what he's doing, because this isn't a sport you want to be half-assed in. You know, you have to be in this 100%, love it, love training, et cetera, et cetera. So who knows?
All right, and finally, Brendan Schaub, he's been asking for opponents, and now he said if he wins on Saturday, he believes he should get a title shot. Do you think that's true?
Well, let's not get crazy here. If he wins on Saturday night, that would be huge. It's a big fight for his record, but he's got a couple more guys he'd need to beat before he got a title shot.
All right, thanks so much, Dana. Looking forward to all the other events in Rio this week, and Saturday's fights are going to be great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Keep checking Heavy.com, and don't forget to watch Fight Day this Saturday.